The enemy soldier walked over and stopped dangerously close to Noah. But what he didn't know was that Noah was waiting for a moment just like this. Suddenly, Noah, who had flattened himself against a large tree, moved and fired 3 shots right into the soldier's body. He saw the man go wide-eyed for a moment, only to fall to the ground with blood sputtering from his wounds, the life slowly fading from his eyes. Noah leaned back against the tree, gasping for breath. His palms were covered in cold sweat, and his back was also soaked through. His heart was pounding heavily, and he was so nervous that he had already forgotten this was his first time killing someone. 3 bullets hit the large tree, startling Noah. He quickly laid down, feeling a burning sensation on his scalp. Upon touching it, he found that the bullet had grazed his scalp. Furious, he rolled his body and hid behind another large tree right next to him. Having narrowly escaped death several times, Noah had forgotten his fear, and his heart was filled with only anger and the desire for revenge. No one had anticipated that Noah would even be a part of the battle anymore, let alone that he would kill someone. The enemy was enraged, and bullets rained down on the large tree where Noah was hiding, as if they had a mind of their own. Fortunately, the tree Noah was hiding behind was as thick as an elephant, and as hard to penetrate as a rhino's skin. Noah knew he couldn't get lucky a second time and take down the other enemy. So this time, he wisely chose to hide. Amidst the gunshots, there was a distinct sound of a different kind of bullet, and then, in the very next moment, came the sound of a man screaming in pain. The forest fell silent, with only the sound of the wind blowing through the treetops. Noah guessed that it was the female soldier who had made a move, but he still didn't dare to celebrate and blow his cover in the process. Who knew how many powerful enemies were still lurking out there? Suddenly, a burst of gunfire that could only be from many automatic assault rifles rang out from deep within the forest. Noah was shocked and turned to look, only to find many people rushing out from the tree cover. He didn't know who they were, but judging from the direction of the shooting, he feared that the enemy's reinforcements had arrived. "Retreat! Get away! Now!" came the commanding voice of the female soldier from somewhere nearby. Just as he was about to retreat, Noah noticed the weapon of the enemy soldier he had just shot dead. Without hesitation, Noah leapt forward, grabbed the gun, and quickly rolled to the side. Gunshots continued to ring out behind him, but he didn't dare look back. He swiftly got up and ran eastward, recalling the female soldier mentioning something about zigzagging and fake running earlier. He continuously changed directions as he ran for his life. The female soldier noticed Noah running, and a hint of an amused smile flashed across her usually angry face. She shot an enemy who was tailing Noah, and then, seeing enemy reinforcements arriving, she retreated. After running for a while, Noah felt a suffocating tightness in his chest. He slowed down, and once his breathing eased a bit, he stopped. He looked around for the female soldier, but she hadn't caught up yet. Besides, it was already getting dark. Moving at night was going to be difficult. Add to that, he had lost his backpack somewhere, leaving him with no food or water. "Keep marching, soldier," came the tired and strained voice of the female soldier from the woods. He was glad to hear her voice again and looked for her, only to see her limping figure a few meters away. He suddenly remembered her leg was injured and hurried over to support her. But when he met her cold gaze, his outstretched hand awkwardly froze in midair. With an embarrassed smile, Noah said, "It's getting dark. What's the plan now?" She didn't answer. Instead, she coldly surveyed the surroundings and glanced up at the sky where the North Star had already appeared. She looked in the distance, pondering something, then picked a direction and walked forward. Noah could tell this woman disliked idle chatter, so he didn't bother saying much either and just followed closely behind, observing the high-grade weapon he had plucked off the enemy. He couldn't understand it and didn't know how to use it. He began uncertainly. "I don't know how to use this gun. You take it. I'm fine with just a pistol." The female soldier suddenly stopped and swung the gun from her hands to her back. She examined Noah's gun for a moment and said, "It's an M16 automatic rifle, effective range of 600 m, magazine capacity of 30. Then, looking at the cluelessness on Noah's face, she rolled her eyes and spoke like she was explaining to a child. "It's a nice, useful rifle. It comes with a PEQ laser designator and a PVS-14 night vision aiming system. See? It has 3 firing modes, Single shot, burst, and fully automatic. As she spoke, she disassembled the gun components with expert precision, inspected them, and then showed Noah how to release the safety and shoot before handing him the gun. Noah watched with wide eyes and envy, thinking this is what a true soldier is. Although her explanation was very detailed, he only understood some of it. She gave Noah a tight, encouraging smile and handed him the gun. But sounding like a naive rookie, he said, "I've never touched such high-end stuff before. It'd be a waste in my hands. But I'm pretty good with an Earthcaster dagger. I used to hunt with it a lot as a kid." "Just treat it like an Earthcaster dagger," the female soldier said coldly, tossing the gun to Noah before turning to walk away. "Huh?" Noah looked at her in surprise. Her camouflage uniform was covered in mud, but it added a unique charm to her soldierly appearance, giving her a different kind of stunning beauty. Noah quickly pushed the messy thoughts out of his mind and hurried to catch up, carefully asking about how to use the gun. She answered every question and even gave him simple aiming practice tasks as they walked along. In no time, Noah had basically mastered how to use the gun and fiddled with it enthusiastically. As a soldier, Noah had always wanted to be able to use a gun. "Hey, thanks for the quick lesson." Said Noah, stopping short, waiting for her to turn around and look at him. "I can't keep calling you hey. It's too rude. My name is Noah. What about you?" The female soldier just glared at him as if telling him to back off, then turned and continued walking ahead without saying anything. Noah didn't dare ask that question again and hurried to catch up. Soon, the sky had darkened to the point where the path was no longer visible. The female soldier stopped, looked around, found a place to sit and rest, and completely ignored Noah. Noah had no choice but to find a place to rest not far away. Using the night vision on his new gun, he observed their surroundings and discovered that there were trees everywhere, lush and endless. "You rest for a while," he said politely. "I'll keep watch." Two young hearts, cold and alone, lost in the forest in the dead of the night. How was this night going to turn out to be? Would the night warm the female soldier's heart towards Noah? Would Noah get to know her real name?